She's 18 years old. She's 18 years old. And she's taking a bath with an old man in her clothes, with a smile on her face. What's even more unacceptable is that they are not related by blood. The girl is actually the old man's marriage partner. When she turns 18, the old man will marry her, but the girl doesn't know that. She just thinks of the old man as her family. It turns out that when the girl was 6 years old, she was lost to her family. The old man took her on a boat. After the boat, the girl hadn't seen the outside world for 10 years. On this day, the boat was full of fishing boaters as usual. The old man brought them all back, because it was their only source of income. The girl came to bring beer to the customers as usual. The sight of a beautiful white girl, but the two customers were not so calm. One of them started talking to the girl. The other man went even further. He took the girl in his arms. What they don't know is, the old man had already seen this scene. Just as the man holding the girl was about to make a move, a sword shot out. The two men were too scared to move, only to see the girl calmly get up and draw her sword to leave. The familiar movement seems to express, this kind of thing happens all the time. They didn't want to make things worse after being exposed. One of them heard that the old man could tell fortunes, so he came here to get close to the old man. He asked the old man to read his fortune, because his wife has been ignoring him lately. The old man agreed, but what the old man did next? But the man was baffled. Now the old man tied ribbons around the girl's arms, and then sent the girl down on the swing. He used the girl's life as a target. The girl was swinging leisurely. On the boat next to the swing, there was a picture of a bodhisattva. The old man on the other side was shooting arrows at the girl. As he watched the arrows coming at him, the girl looks at the old man calmly without any fear. After 3 arrows, the girl pulled out her sword and lay down on her back. The old man whispered something. The old man then told the man the result. The man's face was both ashamed and angry. It seems that his wife has run away with someone else. The man rushed his friendly high home. The girl is practicing on the boat by herself. The old man brought the girl food when he returned from the boat. At night, the old man bathed the girl as usual. When he's distracted by the bath, he came out to play a piece of music. The next morning, the old man took the girl's shoes away. When the old man came back, in addition to the 2 anglers in the old man's boat, there was also a big parcel of stuff. The girl took the parcel. A pair of red shoes suddenly fell out. The girl's face froze, but the old man naturally picked up the shoes. He took them to the house and locked them in his cupboard. At that moment, the girl was attracted by the camera in the customer's hand. The 2 men guide the girl to a seat. One of them, the man with the hairband, saw that the girl was fascinated. He secretly threw a fish into the girl's clothes, and then he made a move on the girl. The 2 of them were just like that. The girl finally reacted. She hit one of them in the mouth. The old man's sword came with him. The old man, who had arrived, angrily pointed his sword at the men. The old man left with the girl in his arms after he saw that the 2 men had behaved themselves. But the 2 men didn't want to stop there. They planned to do something bad by stealth, so they took advantage of the old man's absence. When the old man wasn't looking, they tied him to the bow of the boat, and then they went after the girl. The old man doesn't sleep at night. To get a ruler, to measure a girl's body, and then he'd put a cross on the date, and then he'd put a weird smile on his face. And the reason why the old man did this, he was waiting for his wedding day, because this old man, who's past his prime, is going to marry this doll. But there's always someone who wants to break that wish. As the girl grows up, she becomes more and more beautiful. Fishing customers always want to take advantage of the girl. There were times when the old man couldn't protect the girl. Luckily, the girl was smart. Facing the 2 perverts chasing after her, the girl quickly hid under the boat. First, she smiled a conspiratorial smile. Then she closed the lid. Just when the 2 men could not find the girl suddenly appeared on top of the boat. Seeing the girl holding a bow and arrow, with a sharp look in her eyes, she shot an arrow into the leg of one of the men. Then she shot the other one in the leg. After completing her mission, the girl smiled at the old man. The old man thought the girl would always obey him, but then a boy came along, changed the girl's appearance. The girl hadn't been to sea for 10 years. She didn't know anything about the outside world. The simple girl was attracted to the boy's handsome appearance. She was very fond of the boy's handsome appearance. She couldn't help but feel the stirrings in her heart. But this scene makes the old man black face, watching the girl use the boy's headphones to listen to songs. The old man went straight forward and pulled it off, leaving leaving the boy frozen in place, waiting for the night to come. The boy went out of the cabin to let off some steam. What the boy didn't expect, he saw a scene that left him dumbfounded. The old man was giving the girl a bath. The girl looked up and saw the boy. They looked at each other and the girl looked at the boy and smiled. The boy smiles at the girl. The boy smiles at the girl. The girl smiles at the boy. He smiled shyly, because in the boy's opinion, the old man should be the girl's grandfather. But in the morning he learnt from his father, the girl was actually picked up by the old man. The two of them are not related by blood. The girl had been living at sea for 10 years. She's never been out. The boy sympathized with the girl's life. When the boy was about to leave, he gave her his Walkman. From then on, the girl lied on the sofa all day listening to music. She ignored the old man. The girl's behavior infuriated the old man. He took the Walkman off the couch and threw it away. This caused the girl a great deal of resentment. At night, the girl changed her attitude. The girl began to resent the old man for giving her a bath. The girl began to resent it. The old man had to go out and play the violin by himself. And when he came back, he had a different face. The old man picked up a red pen. He ticked off several days on the calendar, because the old man wanted to marry the girl quickly. Otherwise, he was afraid that the girl would run away at night. The girl seemed to realize this. When new customers came on board, the girl, in order to anger the old man, she purposely went to the man and snuggled with him. She looked like she was enjoying herself. The old man was furious at the sight. He took the girl to his room, and then he kicked the customers out. He waited until nightfall, and drew more strokes on the calendar. But what the old man didn't realize, by the next day, the girl was gone. The girl wiped the old man's wounds, but the old man slapped the girl several times, and the more he slapped her, the more he got excited. Luckily, the boy ran and stopped him. How could the old man be so cruel? It all started a few days ago. Originally, the old man's life was quiet. He was about to get married to a girl, but the appearance of the boy completely shattered the old man's beautiful hope. After meeting the girl for the first time, he came back to the old man's boat to fish, because the first time they met, the two of them were very close. So the second time they met, the two of them had a better understanding of each other. The girl was very fond of the boy. This made the old man very unhappy, but the old man didn't throw the boy off the boat. But at night, the girl suddenly disappeared. The old man searched for her, but the girl was under the boy's bed, and the two of them were about to kiss. The old man was furious. He threw the boy on the boat back to land. In the face of what the old man had done, the boy declared war on the old man. He told the old man that he would help the girl and find her parents and save the girl from her fate. The girl looks at the boy with sadness. The old man was jealous. He drove away all the customers on the boat. He went back to the house and sawed off his own bed. He put his bed and the girl's bed together, and tore up the calendar on the wall, because he couldn't wait any longer. Tomorrow he was going to marry the girl. Luckily, the boy came back on another boat. In order to take the girl, he took out a missing persons notice from the girl's parents, but the old man just crumbled it up. At that moment, the boy suddenly remembered that the old man could tell fortunes, so he wanted to bet with the old man. The old man agreed. When the old man shot the arrow, he was no longer as calm as before, because the old man knew he had violated his morals. Just as the last arrow was fired, the boy pulled the girl away, otherwise the girl would be dead by now. The boy saved the girl from the sea. The girl did what she always did. She drew her sword and told the old man where she was. The old man told the boy the result. Then he left in disappointment, because the result was that the girl would leave. The boy planned to take the girl with him in the morning, but the old man had a trick up his sleeve. At night, he tied a hemp rope to the boat he was leaving, and tied it around his neck, because he wanted to take a gamble that the girl wouldn't want to part with it. As the boat got further away, the rope got tighter and tighter, and the girl noticed something was wrong. He stopped the boat and cut the rope. When he returned, the old man looked like he was dying. The girl's heart softened. She decided to help the old man before she left. And so it was. The boy witnessed this ridiculous wedding. After the ceremony, the old man took the girl out to sea. The boy didn't know where the old man was going. He could only stay where he was and wait. I don't know how long the boat had been sailing. It finally stopped. The old man came to the girl. He undressed the girl. Then he took off his own clothes. At this moment, the old man came close to the girl and kissed her on the eyes. Then he took his bow and went to the bow of the boat. He played the song that he used to play every day to put the girl to sleep. The girl fell asleep to the tune. When the old man saw this, He took his bow and arrow and shot it into the sky. He jumped into the sea. The boat drifted back with the wind. The boy had been waiting for a long time. When he saw the girl's boat coming back, the boy quickly ran down to the top of the boat. The girl woke up from her sleep. The two of them were on their way home, and the boat behind the girl fell silent, as if she was saying goodbye to the past. She's going to leave everything behind. From now on, she'll start a new life.